Good morning. Happy Thursday. I am back. I'm Julianne. I am welcoming everybody here who might be already here in the chat with me. Good morning, Sam. I am glad to see that your messages are getting through. It looks like you're having some issues with YouTube, so I'm glad to see that you're here and present. And yeah, we've had a busy week, you guys. So if you've been tuning in this week here on the Frizzy Bee Crochet channel, we have finished a crochet along together this week. I was live Monday to Wednesday, every day, same time, 11 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. And we made Louie the Boolicious Halloween bat. This was my original Louie, and this one is now going to be up for grabs. He is going to be given away. I am hosting a special giveaway this month, and it's going to run from now through Sunday, so you can get your name in through Sunday, and then I'll draw the winner on Monday. But this is really just to encourage you to follow me over on Patreon. So if you join us over there in the Frizzy Crocheters or Inner Hive, your name's automatically put in to win this adorable Boolicious bat here, Mr. Louie. He's the original. Bucky that I made during the crochet along this week, he was commandeered by my daughter. So she adores him, even with the buck teeth, and she just absolutely loved him. So she was like, "You're not allowed to give away Bucky." So I said, okay. Mr. Louie is ready for his new home, and these are the kind of giveaways that I will do just sporadically. So, good morning, Froggy. Froggy's a member of my Inner Hive, so she's already entered in to win Louie. Good morning, Nammy G. How you doing this morning? So, basically every time that I'm working up new patterns, I always test them myself a few times. This case, I had the little one, which my mom's already taken, and then I had Louie, and then we made Bucky together. So Bucky's going to stay here with us, and Louie's ready for his new home. But when I do that, I don't need to have two Louies, even though my daughter would disagree with that. So it's, I want to basically encourage you to want to see me over on Patreon as well and get more content that way. And so for those that help support me over there to help continue doing what I'm doing, I'm going to be throwing these giveaways out. You also get your name in the hat on Inner Hive members. Every month I do a giveaway that's like a little crocheted something. So the first month, Froggy won, and it was this cute little, so the little bee on top of the big bee right there, she won one of those. So, just little lovelies that get to go out. It's just happy mail, and as a thank you for being a Patreon member of mine. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Darcia. How are you this morning? And welcome into the chat. I'm not going to spend all the time talking about Patreon, but as I'm working towards getting remonetized and starting memberships here on YouTube, I do have Patreon going, and that's something that I'm just trying to increase awareness, and there's lots of fun going on over there. So, yeah. But everybody is saying hi in the chat, and I want to thank you guys all for being here. Good morning, Nancy. How are you? I caught some of your live yesterday when you were doing your drawings. That was lots of fun. But yeah, so we spent 3 days. If I had to do it over again, I would have split it into 4 days. So Monday and Wednesday, we crocheted for an hour and a half. I usually like to keep it to an hour just so, being responsible for people's time and everything else. But at the same time, I had set out this plan in my head that, okay, Monday we're going to get the head and the ears done. And then, Wednesday was going to be the whole bunting banner. And so I was like, okay, we got to get this done. And I really feel like we pushed hard to get him done, and we did, but those 2 days, it was an hour and a half. And so in the future, when I do crochet alongs, I'm going to really try to be more mindful so that we stick it to an hour each day, even if that means doing an additional day. Then that's what we'll do, because I was so zonked, you guys. By the end of the days that we had that hour and a half, And even on Tuesday, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I don't know what to do with myself. Like after the lives, I was so unproductive because I would just grab things to crochet, but nothing like that I really needed to be doing. It was just like random whips that I had going because I just couldn't think anymore. I don't know if you guys ever get that, but I was just like, I think it was just too much. It was so much to like, okay, we got to go. We got to get this done. We only have an hour. And, it was a little bit much, but I'm glad we got him done anyways. So, oh my goodness. Yes. Hi, Donna. Good morning. How are you? I'm just checking in on the chat here. Yeah, it was just crazy. I was just like, what is wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? And I think it was just, it was like overwhelmed. It was like so much stimulation from just constant talking and going and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but that's how it felt this time around. And so I think next time, if we do a more involved project, we'll just space it out. And then that way I'm not killing myself and you guys can really we can just chill and just not feel like we're in such a hurry to get it done. So yeah. Anyway. So how's everybody else's weeks going? What have you guys been up to? What are you working on? Donna's doing great. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, this weekend my son goes off to CISPAS, it's called up here in Washington. It's like their outdoor school. So Sunday he leaves for CISPAS. So that should be interesting. It's Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, comes back Thursday. So 4 nights he's going to be there. So this is going to be really interesting. He's like, they do have a phone there, Mom, They have a phone, so I could call you if I need to. I'm like, do you know my number? He's like, no. Like, I guess I'll be having to pack my number just in case. Case of emergency, right? Yeah. I think this week I kept looking at other people's. I was trying to get into other lives and just be, present in the community. And I found some other good channels and I was enjoying those. And I found one and she was making this strawberry bag and it was so cute. It's Granny Score strawberries. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And I got that whole ADHD, like squirrel, and so I was like, I need to make this bag. Very random. I have to do it. So I started making it, you guys. Oh my gosh. So these are what the squares look like. Hang on. I think it goes this way. Okay, yeah. So it's going to go this way. And I think I'm going to use this green. This is sort of an olive green. She used a minty green on hers, but that's kind of that'd be the stem. And then she does like little seed beads for the seeds on the strawberries. And then, so I've got red with pink strawberries and pink with red strawberries. And they go this direction. And then it has a cute little handle. So I'm thinking for my daughter for Christmas, maybe. She does a whole inner lining, so I'm excited to, just keep working on it. But it's like one of those projects when your brain doesn't want to engage in doing something productive. So you're just like, okay, I just need to keep my hands busy. What can I do? This is like a good project for that. So anyway, so yeah, I got so far 3 squares and I'm on the 4th square right now. That's how far I've gotten on that one this week. Hi, Moon Rose. We were hanging out yesterday. I found another person that was live last night, and she's actually based in South Korea. So for her time, it was like middle of the day, and for me, it was towards the end of the day. So yeah, it was lots of fun. Yeah, she actually streamed on Twitch and YouTube. And I'm not that familiar with Twitch. I know it's a streaming platform. I thought it was more for video gamers, but you know what? She was on there for several hours, just sitting there crocheting, hanging out. We watched her little hands, and she was working with the she didn't use the Pearl Embroidery Thread. She takes a specific kind of like a cottony, it was like a milk cotton, I think, if I'm right on that. And she actually pulls the strands apart and creates a thin thread that way and crochets with it. So it was pretty cool. But it gives you the same sort of effect. So this is what I'm making today is my little, it's going to be a bee dangly earring. So I bought these, and I want to suspend the bee in the center of the earring. So it will look like this. So these cute little hexagonal ones. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really cool because they're like beveled. You know, I love that sort of, like originally I had thought, oh, I could always crochet around it, but I really like that gold beveling, and I think I'm just going to keep it as it is. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'll suspend it in the middle, and then what I'm going to do is, because I am a perfectionist, as you know, and I don't like seeing the back that looks like that, I'm going to make them, so they're 2-dimensional, but I'm also going to make them so that if it spins as it's going inside of the center, it'll have the face on both sides. So it's going to be interchangeable. And because that's like one of those things, I don't know, is this something that only bugs me, you guys? Like, for example, these spider earrings, okay? This is the front. You see how it has gems on it? And this one is the back. It does not have gems. And for whatever reason, these earrings do not like to lay straight, so you can't see the gems most of the time. I get them backwards. So I just want it to look cute no matter which direction the bee is facing. So that's my plan is I'm just going to make it double-sided. Yes, I know everything's bees, huh? Everything is bees, Donna. Yeah, so I hope you guys like bees because that'll be another pattern that's coming out. I'll share it with you and we can make a little earrings together. But yeah, that's my plan. And these, I'll link them in the description of whatever video that I post, a little tutorial. I'll link these because it actually comes with quite a few. It comes with little ones. It comes with bigger ones as well. So different sizes, and yeah. So I'll link those whenever I get the tutorial up. But for now, I'm just making them just for funsies. So I know, right? Nancy likes to also finish the backs of her projects, even if the back faces the wall. Yeah, I did a, I'm editing the videos. This is another, that's why it's not out yet. But I did that Hello Fall. It's a vertical tapestry that says Hello Fall, and then it's got a dog with a cat on its head that I designed. And I'd originally designed it corner to corner, but decided I'd go ahead and make it a tapestry, and which means you work back and forth, and there's a right side and a wrong side. And the wrong side, you're jumping colors, so it's a hot mess back there. And it still is, and it does bother me. I know it's going to go against the wall, but I'm like, ooh, what should I do? Should I glue some felt or sew some felt or just leave it? I really don't know. Oh, right? Nancy likes the hammered look of those hexies. Yeah, me too. I thought that was really unique, and I don't remember in the image of the ones that I was purchasing. I don't remember like seeing that. So whether the image of the product didn't come through or what. Yeah, I didn't notice that. So it was like a pleasant surprise. Mini cat. Moonrose Crafts. What are we, okay, I feel like I missed something. What are we talking about, mini cat? Just make them small with the pearl thread? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, the gal yesterday night when we were watching her, she's working on a haunted house, I think it'll end up being like that big, but it's all done with this thin yarn. Good morning, Kim. How are you? Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was fun though. It was fun. I love when you go to lives, and this is something I always try to do with mine because I really appreciate that when you have the chat going and people are saying hi, and whoever is on camera is acknowledging everyone that comes in and actually says like, oh, hey, so-and-so, oh, hey, whatever their name is. I just think that it makes you feel like you're with them. And so, I know that some lives there's so many people in the chat, and so maybe it can get overwhelming. But I really value that. It makes me feel like I'm really part of the live. So if I miss your name, please say hi again. But I always try to make sure that I'm saying hi to everybody that's here with me, because I really appreciate that. I think it's lots of fun to feel like we're all together and hanging out. So Nancy suggested adding some fabric. There's interfacing that's double-sided so you can iron it on. Oh, that's a good idea. I wonder if I have any. I went through this kick many years ago. This is like, I think my son is turning 11 this year. This was like when he was very little. And I wanted to sew. So I got a sewing machine and I bought a bunch of random stuff. That's like one of those things that I might just have, you know, and it's sitting there in a drawer somewhere. So I'll have to check. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so the strawberry bag has an inner lining that's fabric. So I might have to go back to Joann's because I think I need to get something that's strawberry themed. I don't have anything strawberry themed. Darn, I gotta go back. But I did go back actually, so this week also, or maybe it was the end of last week, but anyway, I went to a different dollar store, and I'm not posting a yarn haul because I don't feel like there's enough to share, but I can share it with you guys if you're interested. A boxed 3D flower earring. Ooh, that'd be pretty. 3D flower earrings. Good morning, Dreeny. How's it going? She's in the house. She's in the building. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the building, or the hive in my case. Oh, you like to make earrings too? So I never have really made crochet earrings. I've made other kinds of earrings. So I've made shrink plastic earrings that I've done resin on. But I've never actually crocheted earrings. And so when I saw it was actually simply made by hand, she was crocheting little little granny square earrings, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then they were made with that same kind of floss, and I thought, oh, I have that, what can I make, you know? And then the bee came to mind, and I don't know, I always think of how can I take this to the next level. So the bee itself is really cute, but what could I make to make it more interesting? And that's where I got these this hexagonal earring, to make it really highlighted in the center. Thank you so much, Nancy. Nancy said she shared my stream on Facebook in the community tab. I really appreciate when you guys do that. Thank you so much. I know, is this just like how to get me out there further and how to reach people that haven't seen me yet? You're having your iced coffee now too. Okay, what are you drinking? What kind of iced coffee? See, today is so much more relaxed, you guys. I swear. The first day was hilarious because I was working on well, his name's Bucky now, but on his teeth, and they came out bucktooth, and that's why his name sticks with Bucky. But the first day on that crochet along was hilarious. I was just in stitches, like working on these teeth. They were driving me crazy. Because I used the glow in the dark yarn instead of acrylic yarn, which is what I used for Louie here, and it didn't sit the same. It's slightly thinner, just ever so slightly though. It's like a softer feel, even though it's still 4-weight. It was not working, and so I ended up having to go over it so many times to fill over the black. So not only are they bucktooth, they're blunted on the end. And they are puffed up more, you guys. It's like a hot mess, these teeth. It was just so funny. But anyway, so the first day was like a hoot. The second and third day, though, I felt like I was so serious. And, I know we're all head down. We're just trying to get this done. And so I feel like I was just talking about the pattern, but my comedic relief was not there. And I always like to joke around. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to get this done. It was too much. Nancy's having Folgers with pumpkin spice creamer. You go, girl. That sounds amazing. I love pumpkin spice. In fact, every morning, as soon as Keurig comes out with the pumpkin spice, I get the, I think it's a Good and Gather brand from Target. They come out with pumpkin spice, and it's usually sometime in September, I believe, like the beginning of September. I'm like, that's what we're getting. We're getting that. We're getting the decaf, and then I make lattes out of it, and I add a little bit of sugar-free vanilla to them, just a little hint of sweet, and it's delightful. Hi, Ashley. How you doing today? Hope your day is going good so far. Yeah, the hexagon, exactly. It will give it a little bit of weight because these are very light. you know, they're super, super lightweight. And so, yeah, having that hexagon will definitely keep it where it's supposed to be, I think. I'm still going to make sure the back is covered, though. She's having beef. Okay, Ashley's having beef and beans for lunch and peach tea. Ooh, is it sweetened? Peach tea is delightful. My dad likes the peach Bellini iced teas from Olive Garden. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Ashley. I know I haven't even stitched anything yet. It's already 20 minutes after. I should like actually get working on this other bee earring. But yeah, no, I'm just enjoying chatting with you guys. I'm kind of decompressing a little bit after the craziness that we had of doing a 3-day crochet along. That was loads of fun, but it did take a lot out of me. But fear not, I will always be here on Thursday, okay? Even if I'm not really stitching all that much because I'm tired, I'll still be here to hang out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, before I actually do start stitching, let me just show you what I bought really, really quick. So with what I'm trying to do right now is put the stitch marker. It's not a stitch marker. It's a piece of thread of a different color. And it's because this is such thin yarn, you guys, or thread, you can't, if you put a regular stitch marker in there, it just will stretch it out because it's too thick. So I just use a different altering color of thread. It just wasn't working with me, as things usually don't when I'm live. All right, so here's my little mini yarn haul, you guys, okay? So this was from a different Dollar Tree than the one I normally go to. So the last time I went to the Dollar Tree, if you've seen that video, then you'll know that I found this a delightful Just Yarn from Premier, and it's in Teddy, okay? So this is a 4-weight, but it's very fuzzy, and I love working with it. It's super soft. That's what I use to make my little soot sprays, and the tutorial for that is on the channel if you want to make a little soot spray. So anyway, so I found a different kind of fuzzy yarn at this other Dollar Tree. It's not called Teddy, it's called Plush. It's Just Yarn Plush, and I bought 3 of each color that they had because I really like these fuzzy yarns. But here I was looking, if you remember last time, I was actually looking for teddy bear tones, the browns. They had them there. It just wasn't the teddy yarn, it was this yarn. Now I don't know. Here, let's do something really quick. I want to see, because they're not the same name, I want to see if there's actually a difference between them. Okay, so here's Just Yarn Premier Plush versus Teddy. I think the Plush is actually slightly longer haired. What do you think? Do you think there's any difference there? The thickness is the same, or feels the same. Let's see. As far as the size is concerned, you get 3 yards more with the Teddy. Actually, they are different. So the Just Yarn Teddy is 62% acrylic, 38% polyester, and the Plush is 100% polyester, so not acrylic at all. Interesting. Hi, Panda. How are you? I know you probably do have to work, huh? Panda likes to dive in like a ninja and say hello and then pops back out to go back to work. Catch me on the replay. Oh, you have the Teddy yarn. Oh, in light brown. Okay, because so I saw one of the gals that I follow, she made this adorable, she calls it a coaster. It's like a coaster, but it looks like a flying squirrel. And it's fuzzy. Then she just made one as a fox as well. She's looking for pattern testers, so I might do that just so that I can have an excuse. But yeah, she had it in brown, and that's why when I went to get the Teddy yarn, I was really disappointed that they had no brown. I got the blue, a black, and this really pretty pink tone that they had. It's like super vibrant pink, but yeah, they did not have any brown. I was like, oh, what the heck? So now they have brown. So not only do they have, I'm getting my bee here. Not only do they have this shade of brown, you guys. Wait for it, wait for it. They also have this shade of brown. It's actually kind of like a Pooh Bear brown would be the best way that I could describe it. It's like a yellowy brown. I don't know. Let's see what it does. It have a name? I don't know if they actually name these. Oh yeah, they do. This one's named Squash. So we've got Squash and we've got Cocoa. Added to those two, I got these, which is actually a beautiful shade, and it's called Birch. So it's not white. It's like it's a very warm tone, is the best way I can describe it. It's almost like it's supposed to be in the brown family. It's just very much like a birch tree, but it's very, very cute. So I love that one. And, oops. I got this one. This one's called Berry. So this is a nice, really pretty, vibrant reddish tone. And the last one that I got is called Night Sky, and it's a dark navy blue tone. So 3 skeins of each. I thought I did pretty good. I was very excited when I saw these yarns. I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost took the whole box, but I didn't want to be that person that leaves no yarn for other people. I'm like, I'll just take 3 of each. That's a good number. Oh my gosh. Nancy says her Dollar Tree has $5 acrylic pound premiere in jewel tones, red, green, blue, and black. Yes, mine had it in a different section, actually. They had those pound yarns. It was over, so it's not in the yarn. It was over where, I want to say like where some of the seasonal stuff was. It was very random, I thought. It didn't look like where you'd find yarn. That's why it was like, maybe it wasn't meant to be there, but that's where they stuck it, so... You didn't need any this time around, and you hope they keep... I know, me too. I just am so excited that they're actually bringing such better selections of yarn to the Dollar Tree. I think that's really cool. And Donna's going to look for the yarn. Yeah. You just got Fleece Moonrose? Medley Premier Fleece. Oh, that sounds lovely. Yeah, I was excited too. I mean, this I already showed in my yarn haul, but they have chenilles there as well. So lots of different colors of chenille yarns. I've never used chenille. I've only used the blanket yarns. But these are also super bulky 6. They don't feel as thick as my Bernat blanket usually does, but yeah, that should be fun. Yours was right when you walk in. Yeah, the pound ones, for whatever reason, they don't put them in the same spot as the smaller skeins. So, and I still have absolutely no idea what I should use this kind of yarn for, you guys. So if you have any ideas, this was actually from Daiso, which is from basically it's the Japanese Dollar Tree. It's their dollar store. It's like $1.75 instead of $1.25, and these are actually a little more, I think, but this is can you guys see that? It's almost like, hard to describe. It's got almost like a chained sort of look to the yarn. Can you guys see that? So this is like a lavender tone, and then I got this kind of white, off-white sort of tone, but I have no idea what you make with these. Maybe earrings? I don't know. So let me know if you guys have any ideas, but let me see if there's any info. It's mostly in another language, so I don't have much of an idea. It says to use a 2.5 to 3 millimeter hook, 100% polyester, and you get 30 grams for each of them. So you make lots of sea turtles with that yarn and use an H hook when you work with it. Okay, so for the chenilles, very cool. Yeah, let me know, you guys. And also, if you're watching the replay, if you know what I should do with this yarn, please let me know. Sometimes I buy things and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I should get that and then figure something out with it. 2D earrings. So Moonrose Crafts votes for 2D earrings. Yeah, I mean, it's very thin, just very similar to the Pearl. It might be about the same size, actually. So yeah, that would work. maybe do some little, what are they? I can never think of the name. Oh my God. It's because I don't make them. I make Amis, but granny squares. I can't ever think of the name. Granny squares. I don't know why. What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2D earrings would be cute. I like that idea. Okay, now that I've shared my yarn haul, I'm going to go ahead and actually work on this bee here. So what is everybody working on and sipping on? Let me know. So I've got, when I was saying that I've got so many whips going, it's not an understatement. Not only do I have bags of whips that I haven't touched for a very long time, but I also keep starting new projects. And if you've been following me, then you'll know that I've been working on a Halloween costume. Yeah, so I've been working on a Halloween costume. I'll show you how far I've gotten so far. None of the ends are woven in, so apologies for that. But I am going to be a spider queen. So this is the top. And hers came out bigger because she had like a really, it was fuzzy sort of yarn. And so it drapes a little bit bigger than this one does. So I got the front piece and I got the back piece, which is here. So that's the back. So it's the same. The front and the back are the same. And then the sleeves are smaller. And I think they lay like so. But I don't know yet because I haven't obviously assembled it yet. But hers went like all the way down. That's why I think her yarn is very different from mine. So mine will look a little different. But it's coming out really nice. It's glow in the dark yarn, which it does really glow really well. So I'll have to make sure I charge it that day, right? Like I keep it in the sunlight all the day. So that way when we go trick-or-treating, I'm glowing like a disco ball. Yeah, I ran out of the glow yarn, so I ordered 2 more skeins coming today, I hope. Just because I don't want to play yarn chicken again because I keep failing it. Nancy says, when it comes to dollar stores, you get it when you see it because when you go back, they're usually gone. Yeah. Yeah, I think people see it and they're like cleaning them out because they're usually, a lot of the bins are empty. So making your list for the sale tomorrow. Finished a waffle stitch pumpkin last night and 2 blankets. Started one with the basket weave and one with the lemon peel stitch. Nice. Yeah, the glow yarn. So I've heard from other people that some of the glow yarns don't actually glow very well, but this one does glow very well. Super, super well. So this is and I should tell you what kind it is, right? Hey, it's the Lion Brand's glow yarn. So that's the one that I'm using and it works really well. You don't get very big skeins though. That's the problem. You end up having to use more and they're not cheap. They're, I think on the lower side, you're going to get it for like $5.99, $6.99 a skein. So Darcia says that when she goes to Dollar Tree, they say that it's on the truck and they don't know when they're gonna get it in. Good morning, Lana. How are you? Yeah, I know. I have a Joann's that I call it like a ghost town because they are so bad about actually restocking. Everything's in boxes, and I think they're very short staffed there, and they are hiring, but yeah, everything is in boxes, and I've been told before when I say, like, look, it says you have 10 skeins of something, I can't find any of them. And they're like, yeah, it's in a box, feel free to go looking kind of a thing, or do you want to go check the boxes? I'm like, I want them to be on the shelf. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah, I got the costume that I'm working on, and I also I'm making my son a scarf. This is like the first time I've really made a scarf. So I found this yarn, and I got a whole bunch of them at Daiso. Isn't that pretty? He loves blue, so I thought this will work up really cool. And this is kind of how the striping is supposed to look. if you do a horizontal stripe, but the scarf that I'm making is actually vertical all the way up and down, right? And so it's making a really cool striping. So this is it so far. So you can see that it's going to go this way. So you can see the striping, and then it does get to that darker color. See, that's got like the darker tone right there. But yeah, it's like totally curving. I'm not really sure why, but I'm hoping as I keep working on it, it will not do that. But yeah, it's going to be really long. I told him I was making it super long so he could wrap it twice if he wanted to. But look at that. It's like super long, you guys. So hopefully he likes it. All right. I'll put that back in there for later. Everybody saying hi in the chat. All right, back to my bee. Back to my earrings here. Here we go. So let me know if you guys have any projects on your hooks that you're working on, or if you've got a drink that you're enjoying while we hang out. Let me know what you're sipping on. Oh my gosh. It's always that first stitch after you do a magic ring, that first stitch. It's like, for whatever reason, I think it's the tightest. And so it's hard to get both loops on your hook. At least it is for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, especially with this pearl yarn. It's like, I love working with it, but it takes twice as long to get a project done because it is harder to work with than regular yarn. So, in my experience, just because it's so tiny. And you really, I think a recommendation I would have is make sure you have nails when you're working with this kind of yarn or thread, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it yarn, even though it's not. It's embroidery thread, but yeah. I've got Mr. Merlin over here with me again. He's sleeping. My cat. He hangs out with me every day. It's lovely. He's my little companion. He was meowing up a storm last night, though. Oh my gosh. He was following my husband around, meowing at him. We weren't sure what was going on. Oh. No worries, Lana. Yeah, it's just, I really want to, I'm just trying to continue growing my members and whatnot here. So hopefully there will be more giveaways in the future, though, for sure. In fact, I will have more giveaways coming up this month. On the 28th of the month, it's my 40th birthday. So I am going to go live that day, and I am planning to do some giveaways. So regardless of if you're on my Patreon or anything, you just have to be here in the chat, and I will have Nightbot help me select some winners. So there'll be yarn and just lovelies, other things that I have that, I need to re-gift. Like, for example, I'll give you a little sneak peek. When I was at Daiso and I was buying yarn for scarves, and my daughter, I was trying to talk with her to figure out what color she wanted for her scarf. Then, of course, it wasn't working, the connection between us. And so I ended up having to make a game time decision, and I chose the wrong one, not the one that she wanted. So the colorway is not her favorite, but I think it's adorable. And I have 4 skeins of it. So this is one of the things I'll be giving away that day. Isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. Let me see. This is like, if you want to see the striping, so it can make like a really cute scarf or maybe a little cardigan or something. It's 80 grams for each one, and there are 4 of them, so I'll be giving that away on my birthday. Do these even have a name? Pastel? I think it's called Pastel. Oh no, that's the name of the brand. It's Patricia Pastel. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think it has a name other than that. But that will be being gifted away. So there's going to be other things too. My cat is a stalker. Yes, he is. He's a stalker. Silent. He actually did. I was coming up the stairs and I looked up and I saw him on the landing, or not landing. I saw him at the top of the stairs. There's like the what do you call it? It's like a short wall, right? So he was up there in the middle. And then I was like looking down and all of a sudden I feel something and I look up and he'd already made it to the edge and was swiping at my head. Hi, Dan. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, he does that. He's always, every time I'm going for dinner, he's scratching my back because he wants his rump scratched. So it's like, can I just eat? If it's not the kids, it's the cats. Every single time. Yep. They know how to get what they want from me. I'm too much of a pushover. He's like, I'll scratch your back because you're the one that will actually pet me. Everybody else swats me away, but you pet me, so. Oh, gosh. Dan, how did your interview go? Did you have a nice interview? All right, so I just finished the second round here. Place my stitch marker here without pulling it back out again. Nancy, I'm gonna have to try some of your crafts. She's always doing she does crafts where she takes things from the Dollar Tree and she makes them into really cool stuff. Like they have little boxes of Jenga. They're like little wooden rectangles, right? And she'll take them and make really cool things with them. So buy it for like $1.25 and then make something really cool out of it. Oh, cool. Good luck. It's got a trial shift on Tuesday. That's a good sign. Yeah. Very, very nice. Anyways, if you guys have a channel and you would like to put it in the chat, just write the word drop so that we can all follow each other and make sure that we're all subscribed and see what other people in the community are up to. All right, so let's start row 3 or round 3. Yeah, I think that's a good sign, Dan. If they're giving you a trial shift, I'm guessing they wouldn't do that if they didn't like you, so that's good. Oh my goodness. Oh, you made the scarecrows out of the blocks. Yeah, it's really cool. I love when people take Dollar Tree purchases and they make different things with them, or they'll repurpose them for use in their craft space or whatever. They'll find ways to repurpose them and then, just works out really well. I think that's cool. Buy it for cheaper and make something cool out of it. Sam just put her channel and it should come up here once Nightbot decides to wake up. There it is. And same with Dreenie's Purple Crochet and More's got her channel coming up here. Make sure you go over there and throw some yarn in their window. I know. My husband's like keeps showing me these guitars that he wants, and I'm like, you gave me a hard time going to the Dollar Tree and you're asking for guitars. He said it's not that I care that you're buying things. It's just that there's a lot of tchotchkes around and not a place to put them all. I'm like, it's a fair point. That's a fair point. I mean, yeah. But, I have fun. I don't know. I swear, like, it releases endorphins when you go and you buy things. I think that's why we do that, right? Yeah, you've made lots of tumbling tower block projects. It's an inexpensive way to get blocks of wood to work with. Yeah, for sure. And I don't think the ones from Dollar Tree have any print on them. They're just plain wooden blocks. So you can really just go to town and make whatever you want with them, which is super cool. Oh, good. People are subbing and throwing yarn in each other's window. I like that. I love that. we went to this place this past weekend. There was a birthday party, and there's this place by us that we had no idea about, and it's called Urban Air. And I don't know if you guys have any, if that's a franchise and you guys have them in your area. It was pretty cool, though. It was like, it's kind of like if Sky Zone, where it's like a trampoline park, if a Sky Zone decided to like expand. So they had the trampoline stuff, but they also had like a bumper car thing where it would hit you that way and you could spin yourself. So it was like a twisty bumper car thing. And then it also had this really cool go-kart track. It's all indoors. It feels very 80s retro in there because they keep the lights lower, and then it's got neon colors everywhere, which is really cool. And they have like those, we call it where you get on a platform and you try to bump each other off. They had those things too, and obstacle course, zip line that goes, one zip line, but it goes across the whole inside area. Yeah, it was really, really cool. We were pretty impressed by it. So, and the nice thing is that you pay, and instead of just paying for an hour, you get to stay all day if you want to. So, oh yeah, Sam, you were having a hard time, you said, with YouTube not showing your comments. That sucks. You must have felt like you were just shouting into the void and nobody was hearing you. That's awful. Nancy put hers in the her channel in the chat. I apologize if I have mush mouth, okay? This is day 4 going live in a row. It's like I'm having a hard time stringing my words together today. Oh my goodness, yes. Anyway, Nancy's in there, and she makes really cool things. She draws. I enjoyed being on her channel yesterday. All right, let me count, make sure I have the right number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Looks good. Awesome. I'm trying to decide what I need to make. I need to make an exclusive pattern this month for my Patreon, so I'm going to be posting a poll later today to try to figure out what I want to do, because I can't decide if I should do something Halloween themed since we are in October, or if I should do something else. I'm thinking of just offering these as just an extra fun pattern. I do that sometimes. I'm like, here, have some patterns. So I post more than just the one a lot of times, but I'll have that and the Hello Fall tapestry. The pattern will be up for that soon too. But yeah, I feel like I should make something else. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Is that what you're doing this year, Nancy? 25 days of Christmas DIYs this year will be the 3rd annual. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. How long are the lives though when you're doing them? Are they an hour long or are they half hour? That seems a bit daunting. I can't imagine. I think if I hadn't rushed myself to try to finish a project that should have taken 4 days and 3, I think it would have been fine. It was just, I felt really, really rushed. You're going to make something with sock fruit yarn. What is sock fruit yarn? Is that like sock yarn that looks like fruit colors? That sounds interesting. Yeah. I've also been thinking, so I was, if you guys are interested, just let me know in the chat. But I was thinking of doing a crochet along. I might do one where I space it out though. So maybe 1 or 2 days per week, because I don't know, this might take a while, but I have a pattern for a Santa that you could either make it with the red Santa outfit, or I have a woodland sort of a country blue sort of tone for his outfit. Comes with a wreath, and you get like a really cool looking staff. You just go on a walk, find a cool looking stick, and then you make 2 turtle doves that go on his staff. So I might do a crochet along for Santa. I have tutorials up right now, but it's only for assembling Santa, nothing to actually crochet him. So if that is something you guys would like, this is something I'm thinking of doing in November so that you'll have it as a decoration for December. And we would probably go like 1 to 2 days a week, each week until we get it finished. But that I was thinking that might be kind of fun. So if you guys are interested in crocheting Santa, let me know. With his 2 turtle doves and his little wreath, then I will set that up. Oh, Premier has that. Oh, cool. Premier has a fruit sock yarn. So Fruit Colors sock yarn that she's using. Very neat. And they have one, I guess, in watermelon is one of the colorways. Very cool. Nancy says between 30 to 1.5 hours. So 30 minutes to 1.5 hours, depending on the project that you're doing. So you created 25 little projects for Christmas, and then you're doing tutorials, one each day. Wow. That's a lot, Nancy. You go, girl. I will probably not be doing that. I'll try to definitely get a holiday tutorial going and a crochet along, but I don't know if I could do that. I'm not there yet. I need my breaks, I have like so many things going on. I need the breaks. So, oh my goodness. 25 days in a row. That's a lot of filming. The nice thing though about the lives, I was just telling this to my husband today, that I'm struggling with now, because I did the Hello Fall Tapestry as a filmed one, like a top-down film tutorial, and that was so much editing. So the editing takes at least twice as long, if not 3 times as long as the filming when you're doing a tutorial. FYI, if you guys are interested or ever want to get into making tutorials, the editing is the part that's the toughest, just because it's like you have to edit out your ums and uhs, and I tend to say so, yeah, or I have to cut those out because I say that a lot. I realized as I'm editing, I'm like, oh my gosh, cut it out, cut it out. So if you see splits in the video, that's because I said so. Cut it out. But yeah, when it's live, there's not a lot of editing to do. So, see? I just did it again. Now you guys are going to be paying attention. Oh, you said it again. Oops, you said it again. Oh. It's like when you say all the time. It's tough. It's tough when you're hyper focused on it. You're trying not to say that. That's smart, Nancy. Nancy does voiceovers for her edited videos. So you just film start to finish, showing whatever it is, and then you do voiceovers. That would probably be quicker, I would think, than trying to go through and chop up the video. Yeah, who also does lives, I don't know if it's every day consistent or if it's just during certain times, is Crochet in Stitches, or no, Jada in Stitches. She does a lot of lives as well. So she'll make little things, or she'll do multi-day projects and goes to town. But her husband is her moderator, so he'll keep an eye on the chat while she's crocheting. I was like, Mr. Frizzy, can you come help me? Oh no, my husband's got work, so I can't do that. I'm a one-woman show here. Should make a turkey for Thanksgiving with pine cones. Yeah, that would be cute. Yeah, going live every day. It's definitely, it's fun to go live. It just does kind of drain me for whatever reason. You can film and talk. Yeah, my husband works from home too. Yeah. So sometimes if you hear any kind of like guitar music, so he'll be in meetings and stuff, and he has to also be multitasking because he's got ADHD too. So he's like playing guitar in the background. So you may sometimes hear that in the back, but yeah. Or the occasional baseball game will be on there and you'll hear a hoot in the background. Yeah, I can't do filming in the evenings because my kids are home and they will be right here ready to chat with you guys. So we wouldn't get anything done. They would just be like, so what are you doing? What's going on? They get all camera shy though. They'll come in because they want to say hi. They'll come in and then they'll just be like staying off to the side. Like, I don't know what to say. I just want to be here. Can I just hang out in the corner, Mom? It's like, why don't you go do something fun? You know, go have fun with your friends. Oh my goodness. They're so funny. My daughter, she got tattoos, like those temporary tattoos for Halloween. It's all the Sanrio characters. And she comes out of the bathroom and she's got the biggest one right here on her neck. She's got some across here, and then she's got one across here, and she's got some other ones like on her. And I told her she looked like Post Malone. I said, you're in your Post Malone era. And then, of course, like, Alexa's listening. So the next day I come down and she puts like little, not ads, but it's more just like, here's some news and things. And it talked about Post Malone. I'm like, she's always listening. She's always listening. Yeah. Isn't that always funny? I'm like, I know she's listening, because you start talking about something and then all of a sudden you start seeing advertisements and news about it. Your son had his headset on when I'm doing my voiceovers, or he's in his room, but we are remodeling his room now and watches TV in the living room. Oh, okay. Yeah, my son gets really loud. Like, sometimes I wonder if he's getting hurt or something, but it's not. He's playing video games and he gets really, really super loud. And so, yeah, it gets overwhelming sometimes. Even when he's in his room, even when the door is shut, you could still often hear him. So that it's not very conducive to filming. Yes, giggles about kids for sure. Yeah, kids are crazy, and you gotta love them though. You gotta love them. They're lots of fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so where am I here? I'm on, let's see, single crochet, 1, 2, 3. I'm in the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see where I'm at. Boop. I had to frog one stitch because I wasn't paying attention. One, and nope, I frogged 2 stitches. There we go. Now we're good. There we go. Now we can keep going. Has anyone decorated yet for Halloween? We just got around to mowing the lawn, so now we can put our blow-up cat out there that turns his head. We have a black cat that's like arched, and it swivels its head back and forth. The kids in the neighborhood love it, so we need to get that out. We've started to decorate a little bit on the inside, but we do still have at least one more bin, I know, because I haven't seen all my decorations yet. So my husband's got to get that down, and then we can decorate this weekend. And then I think we'll be good. We'll have all our decorations out. Louie's done, so he'll be up, or Bucky for me will be up decorating. And yeah, that'll be good. So this is my favorite time of year. I love the fall. Love, love, love it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And here we go. Well, I think we're coming down to the wire here, so I am going to say my farewells, because I think, you know, we've had a good time, and I've enjoyed chit-chatting with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend if you have some plans going on. That's awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're let know whenever I come on live or have tutorials and other videos coming up. Hi, Jennifer. We're just signing off here, but hello, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week. again, the giveaway for Louie is going on. So if you pop on over to Patreon and sign up for either the Frizzy Crocheters or the Inner Hive, your name's automatically going to be entered in to win, and I will be drawing the name on Monday. So I hope you all have a great day. Have an awesome day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.